Hey, what's up guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today's performance review is on the Under Armour Curry 2. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So as you can see, the traction pattern is what Under Armour is calling organic herringbone, or what I like to call multi-directional herringbone. And to sum things up in one word, this shit right here, straight beastly. There is really no other way to describe it. This stuff is really awesome. Still not quite on the same level as the Air Jordan 28 or the Kobe 9, but this is really close. Now there were times when dust was an issue for sure, but that was only on severely dusty courts. I'd like to welcome back the old janitorial crew at my local 24. Thank you guys for not cleaning the floor anymore, because it makes my job for trying to find a dusty court to play on extremely easy. But like most shoes, all you got to do is simply wipe real quick and you're pretty much good to go. As far as outdoors is concerned, I thought that these guys were pretty weak outside. I didn't get much grip from them. It was good if you're doing little things like stutter steps and stuff like that, but if you were really trying to play, basically the more force that I used to try to activate the grip, the more I would slide on the outside court. Plus the rubber that they use here is pretty soft, so I personally wouldn't recommend playing in these outside. Now cushion is charged foam once more. Personally, I'm still just more of a fan of Micro G. I think that Micro G is awesome. I think that charged, to me personally, is just kind of a step back. Now I will say that it does feel much more plush in the Curry 2 than it did in the Curry 1. The Curry 1 was ultra firm, and these guys have like a really nice ride, whether you're moving or not. But again, I would definitely take Micro G above this, no questions asked. There's a plane. There is a plane. The plane, mouse, the plane. This is the slowest fucking plane in the world. Okay, I think it's gone. Now what you can expect out of a firmer setup like this is tons of court feel, so that's definitely a bonus, especially if you're a guard. But if you're expecting a bouncy ride or just kind of like a more plush setup, then this is not going to be the best option for you. You're probably going to be a little disappointed. But again, it's not a bad cushion setup. It's just not something that I personally would prefer over Micro G. I thought that Under Armour had the cushion setup pretty much down pat with Micro G, and then the charged foam, it's kind of, you know, sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. I just really think that Micro G is much better than charged. As far as materials, these guys feature speed form, sort of, so I was really excited to hear that they were going to go with speed form for the Curry 2s, but they only went halfway. Like, you guys literally half-assed it. Now I understand the reasoning for this. I mean, you want some sort of support, and I get that, you know, speed form is a less supportive material, being that it's, you know, softer, it's a fabric. So going with the synthetic forefoot, it was a good move as far as like keeping everything contained with supportive features and things like that. But this speed form is on the stiff side and there is no stretch, so there's no real reason why it couldn't have gone full length. At this point, with the way that there are, you know, performance woven uppers, fly knits, prime knits, and mesh options, all of which work really well on court, you know, Under Armour I thought could have really done this 100%, gone full on speed form and had a really awesome shoe. Again, they just kind of half-ass things. It's not a bad setup, but I definitely prefer Anafoam over this one. Anafoam felt like it was more of a custom fit once they were broken in. And then these guys, they fit really nice, but the materials, like I said, it's like the back half awesome, front half. One of the bright sides to the materials themselves though is that the back area is so flexible that if you do happen to wear an ankle brace like, I don't know, Stephen Curry, then this is going to conform to that really easily. As you can see, it's very malleable, so whatever size ankle or cankle or whatever it is that you have, your brace, it's going to fit in there, no problem. Now these guys fit true to size, however they are very snug and give you a perfect one-to-one fit. And I'm talking perfect. If you're like me, you're going to love the shit out of that, but if you like some wiggle room, you're probably going to want to go up half a size. The only real issue that I ran into with the fit itself is these bottom two lace loops. For whatever reason, they just had like a lot of lace pressure on here. Even though you have a slightly padded tongue, it wasn't enough to relieve the pressure, and that was quickly fixed with some break-in time and some adjustments with the laces. As far as lockdown is concerned, like I was saying earlier, these guys got one of the best one-to-one fits I probably have worn in quite some time. Now Under Armour's got the basics down as far as support is concerned. Midfoot shank, check. Nice flat stable platform, check. Midsole and outsole that extends a little bit past the footbed to create somewhat of an outrigger, check. And a heel counter, check. Even with the basics in place and the one-to-one fit, there are some minor setbacks to the support, and I wouldn't say it's a real setback, it's just more on the minimalist side. And what I mean by that is that the support Court heavily relies on the heel counter right here, which is a thin TPU bar, because everything else is literally just fabric. So the one thing that is literally supporting the back of your foot and your ankle is this one piece of plastic right here. And again, it's just slightly on the minimalist side. Great for those of you that wear braces, but if you don't, it's not gonna kill you, but it might not be exactly what you're used to. So overall, traction and fit, probably their best features. And those are two things that I pretty much highly regard. So if you have some great traction and a one-to-one fit like that, I'm automatically gonna be gravitating towards that shoe. And then I think everything else that they have is just enough to where it's like, yeah, these are really dope. Not the first choice in my lineup, but it's definitely in my top 5. Definitely not a bad look for Curry's second round of shoes. I know that he's killing it right now in these things, which is pretty awesome, especially being from the Bay. And if you've grabbed a pair and you've been playing in them, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about them. Good, bad, whatever it might be. Sound off and let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support, and until next time, guys, have a good one.